Sorry, y'all. Started a little late. Started a little late. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey. Hey, y'all. Hey. All right, so we about to jump right up into it because we started late and I don't want to keep y'all waiting all night long. So let's get started. Hey Queenie, hey everyone. If you're just now joining us, let me know where you're watching from in the comments. And yeah, let's get started. Today we'll be making some beans torbogee, and this is one of my favorite Liberian meals. Like one of my favorite. And of course, like I always tell you guys, the biggest part about cooking African food is the prep. If you prep, you can make things go a little easier or faster. Okay, so here is the ingredients. So the Liberian Torbogee is made with the small red beans, and it is made with the small red beans, and you can find that at any grocery store. You can find it in Walmart, you can find it in the Asian store, you can find it literally anywhere. Okay, so Queenie, let me know if you're still in the chat. I know I had you guys waiting for a little bit, but I'm live now. All right, so the first thing first you're gonna do is get the small red beans, get the quantity you want, and you're gonna boil it. Okay, so I've been boiling this. I think if you use like a what's the thing called? I think if you use like a pressure cooker, this can go so much faster. And I did not use a pressure cooker, so this has definitely been boiling for quite a while, and it's still not ready yet. So I'm going, oh, but it's almost ready. It's halfway there. So we'll let this boil until it softens. But while this is boiling, we're gonna take care of everything else that's in the ingredients for our tabagi. Okay? So let's come get our meats and things like that situated. All right. Today I will be using like a bunch of stuff like I normally do. Actually, not a bunch of stuff, but y'all know what I normally do. But today I'll be using something a little different that I've never used on here with you guys yet. So, and that is some, let me get my phone so I can be able to see you guys. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Can y'all let me know where you're watching from? Thanks for joining me tonight. Let me know where you're watching from. Okay. Are you guys done planting all your things? Y'all done planting all of your things? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm trying to set my phone up so I can be able to see some of y'all comments. Okay. Okay. Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey. Alright, so I'm trying to hurry up, so that's why I'm not coming on camera right now, but definitely let me know in the chat where you're watching from. And let's get this conversation going. So, protein today, y'all remember how I seasoned the meat from last time? And then I put it inside of the bag, inside of the Ziploc bag, so it's been marinating. But I'm also going to add some other stuff to it because it's not enough meat that I'm going to use. Okay, so I'm just going to empty that. So in here I have crabs. I have beef tripe, and I also have I have crabs, beef tripe, and then I also have, what else I got in here? Let me get some of this stuff up out of here that I'm not gonna use. Oh, I see there's fish in here. I'm gonna get the fish out. So I'm gonna use dry fish today. I'm not going to use like fresh fish, and I have some fresh fish in here, so I'm gonna get that out. I'm not gonna, you can put fish in here, but you should fry it so that it does not break up too much, because you are gonna have to fry it if you're gonna use fish and whatnot in here. All right, so I'm going to remove the crabs from in there because I wanted to start boiling. I'm about to boil the meat, and the crabs don't need to be added till later in there. Cleveland in the house. Yes, Cleveland in the house. So Queenie, are you done planting all your stuff? Because girl, when I tell you, I planted a lot of stuff, y'all, and I still have more to go. I still have some grow bags to go. So this week I'll be going live with y'all as I am transplanting. By the way, y'all, we have like some serious thunderstorm going on over here. So if the light go off, that's why. It's like it's some crazy storm going on. Can y'all please go ahead and like the stream? Thank you. Like the stream. Like the stream. Thank you. I also, for some of you guys that may not know, I also posted a video today showing you guys, sharing with you guys some of the things that you could still grow, like some of the seeds that you could still direct sow right now in June. So definitely go ahead and take a look at that. Make sure you watch it. Make sure y'all watch it if you're wondering, are there things that you can still grow this summer? You know, are there things that you can still start the seeds of now or direct sow the seeds of for it to grow? Yes, there's a ton of stuff you can still grow and still get a good amount of harvest come fall. So check that video out, okay? Check that video out. And I remember when I went live with you guys to show you how I plant my watermelons inside of the grow bags. I went live to show you guys how I do that. I'm going to edit that video this week so I can edit it down for some of you guys that wanted to go back and see, you know, what I was talking about in there. And just want, you know, you don't want to have to go through the entire live and try to figure out which parts that you want to see. So I will be shortening it, and I will be posting that for you guys. Let me get some water. All right. All right, y'all. I'm going to also add some I'm going to also add some turkey in there. So this is smoked turkey, by the way. Queenie said, watch your videos earlier. Great information. Thanks for sharing. Yes, I'm almost done. Good, 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 good. I'm glad you're almost done. It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of work, especially when you're doing it by yourself. It's a lot. And it almost feels like I don't learn my lesson because I didn't think I was going to grow quite as much this year, and I think I still did. So harvest season gonna be crazy. Like, I still grew a ton of peppers, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy, y'all. Harvest season is gonna be crazy. All right, so I'm just rinsing out my smoked turkey. I think I'm gonna put some smoked turkey neck bones in here too. I'm not sure if I should. Okay. I love cooking with smoked turkey. If y'all don't know that already, but I think y'all know. I think I'm gonna add, y'all, I'm gonna add some smoked turkey in here. I meant some smoked turkey neck bones. I think I'm about to go get some neck bones. 1 second. Get some neck bones. Am I the only one that love turkey neck bones, like the smoked turkey neck bones? Like, we don't eat red meat, but it's such a great like replacement if you want something like with bones and stuff like that. And I see a lot of people that don't eat red meat. They use like the smoked turkey neck bones. They use it to make it like what's the thing called? Oxtail. I've seen like people use it like for oxtail. I was like, ooh, that's a fun recipe. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it out. Alrighty. I'm gonna add the neck bones in here. And y'all, I'm about to show y'all what else I'm about to add now. This right here, this is optional, but when I tell y'all it tastes good, y'all, I promise, just walk with me, okay? Just walk with me a little bit. This is some snail. Yes, you heard that right. The snail that be eating up all of our garden. I'm about to put some in here. Okay. Don't be grossed out yet, okay? I promise you, it's good. And when you're cooking yours, you don't have to add it, y'all. Y'all don't have to add all that stuff. But I love cooking some snail in my torbogee. So I'm gonna add some in there. Okay. Have y'all ever had snail before? Have y'all ever had snail? Let me know in the comments. Have you ever tried it? That's what it looks like. So I need to go eat it in front of them so they can stop eating my plants, so they can know what's going to happen to them, you know, if they keep eating my plants. By the way, there are multiple types of torbogee. There's beans torbogee, cassava leaf torbogee, the basoye, regular torbogee. So the regular torbogee, you make it with the kitile and bilabo, which is what I grow in my garden. So you guys are already familiar with that. But yes, I love all the torbogee. Torbogee is one of my favorite Liberian foods, and this is just one of the one version of it, and this is one of my favorite versions too. All right, so we are gonna clean the snail. I use salt to wash the snail with. The snail is already clean, but I like to give it like extra washes after I get it, and I like to use salt. Salt is a great way to get rid of like the slime or whatever that the snail may have going on. But it's already been processed and cleaned, so. Yes, I am so happy the beans is almost done, y'all. The beans is almost done. So right now, what we're doing, we're just preparing the base for our torbogee. Also, if you guys want to cook this, some of the things that I'm using in the ingredients, I put links to it on this video, like some things that will be hard to find that's required inside of the recipe. I put the link in the video. What you laughing at? I see. Oh no, not snails. Yes, honey, snails. Hey, don't knock it till you try it. I'm trying to tell you. Don't knock it till you try it. And you need to eat it in front of them so that they can know not to mess with your garden. You just need to show them what you're doing to their friends. Where in the world did you get those snails? I got them from the grocery store. I got it from an African grocery store. You can find snails in international stores, African stores. You know, you can find them there. It's very expensive though. It's very, very expensive. Like y'all saw the little bag that I just had with them in there. They were $47. That little bag y'all just saw was $47. So it's super expensive. It's definitely an acquired taste for sure. It's very, very expensive. Very, very, very expensive. But I really like it inside of my Torbogee. I'm trying to think what else I like to eat snail. I think for the most part, Torbogee is my favorite way to eat snail. So y'all know the bitter ball that I grow in my garden. I also have the seeds in my store. And that is one of the, that's like the original way to make Torbogee, is with those bitter ball and the kittle and things like that. And I love having snails in those too. Yes, y'all. Snails are so expensive. I'm like, I know because it's being imported or whatever, but still, it's so expensive. Y'all, you know, in France, they call snail escargot. So maybe you've had snail and you don't even know you had it before. Because some of these fancy restaurants, they have the snail on the menu. And they call it escargot, I guess, to make it sound pretty. But if you had anything that said escargot, you're eating snail, honey. Okay? Also, snails are really nutritional. They're really, it's a great protein. All they do is eat plants all day anyway. And they be in my backyard eating my plants. Anytime y'all see those big old bites on your greens and stuff like that, just know it's either a snail or a slug. Okay? So these are some expensive meats, honey. I think this is so funny. But yeah, when you're cooking your Torbogee, use whatever protein you like. I like adding snail to my compilation of meats or whatever. All right, nice and clean. Ooh, this water is hot. Have you guys been watching the have you guys been watching the World Cup? Am I the only one that did not know that the USA had a team? Because I just found out that USA have a team. Thank you, Yancy. Oh, you're welcome. I just found out that USA had a team, and my husband was like, "Are you serious? Like, how do you not know that?" I was like, "I didn't know USA had a team. I thought we were just hosting the World Cup here, like the way." And I don't really watch the Olympics either, but I just thought like wherever they're hosting it, they're just hosting it. It's not because they have teams or anything like that. But apparently the USA team is doing really, really good. Ooh, I have a question for y'all. By the way, if you're just now joining us, we are making some Liberian Torbogee. Okay? We are making some Liberian Torbogee. So please go ahead and hit that like button. This is a very traditional Liberian meal. Very, very traditional. I'm strictly vegan. Oh, perfect. This, let me tell you, what we're making, you can absolutely make it vegan style. You don't need to use any meats. I know a lot of vegans use like, what is it? What are some of the things that you guys use? A lot of vegans use like mushroom and stuff like that as meats, right? So I'm just gonna cut the, I'm gonna cut it in half. Yes, y'all. Tell them little snails that been eating your food what we do with it in Miss Yancey's house, okay? And I guarantee you they're gonna stop eating your plants. But yeah, I didn't know the USA had a team at all. Like at all. I know I ain't the only one. Are you guys watching the games though? I heard they're doing really good, which is cool. Also, what are you guys doing for Juneteenth? You know Juneteenth is next week now. Are you guys doing anything for Juneteenth? And I need y'all to let me know where you're watching from in the comments, because I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Maryland, and it's definitely late here. It's after 10 o'clock. So for some of you guys that are on the East Coast or up north, that's on the same time zone as me, thank you for being on here with me, because I definitely started late. That's because I just had to do a lot of running around and stuff today. So thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And also, thanks for watching the video. If you watched my latest video that I dropped today, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't forget to watch, like, share, do all the things. Okay? But yeah, this thunderstorm that's going on is very annoying, because I wouldn't consider it a thunderstorm. I don't even know what they're calling it. They're calling it like some type of severe weather, blah blah blah. It's not even really raining. It's just like making a lot of noise outside. It's like lightning, and it's like lightning and just doing a bunch of random things and having thunder, and then it's like a little bit of rain and a lot of wind, and it's really really annoying, because I need it to rain. Like, I really need it to rain. We need the rain, like, in this area really really badly. Like, we really really need the rain. I have all them plants out there. I'm sick and tired of watering, every day, especially because they're in grow bags. So I have to water a lot because they're in grow bags. Okay, y'all, so we have our protein. That is definitely good enough. Now I'm wondering, I might have to actually use a bigger pot today to cook in. I might have to use a bigger pot. Let me know where you guys are watching from in the comments, y'all. For some of you guys that's up here late with me, shout out to you for being up late with me. I wouldn't say I'm cooking dinner, but I'm definitely cooking for the week. So I'm definitely cooking for the week, but I wouldn't say I'm cooking dinner. You're a beautiful young lady. Oh, thank you. Thanks. How kind of you. All right. I would say though, like, for the most part, when it comes to things in my garden, I have everything I would like to be transplanted, that I would like to get like a jump start on growing right now. It's doing what it's supposed to be doing. But I still need to plant the rest of it. Alrighty. Yeah, I remember one time when I first started gardening, and because I cook a lot with bell peppers and things like that. So I remember one time, it was in the middle of the summer, and I just went, like, I would take the seeds out of these and I just threw it on my garden bed just to see what would happen. And when I tell you guys, those peppers started to grow, but it did not have enough time for it to actually get to like a decent size for it to grow peppers. or whatever the case may be. But it actually grew when I threw the seeds in there. That's when I was like, oh shoot, this actually works out. All right, y'all, almost there. Just getting all the herbs and things that we're gonna be cooking with together. First, we gotta start prepping the the base for our soup. Thank you guys for watching with me tonight. Please don't forget to like the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. Continue to like the stream, y'all. Continue to like the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let me get the blender. The beans, let me show y'all the beans. The beans is almost there. It's almost ready. Okay. It's at a good it's at a good, what do you guys call it? Not soft. It's not soft, but it's not like super soft, but it's at a good place where like we're good. Okay. So we're gonna add, so y'all see we got bell peppers, onions. We're gonna add some garlic, and then I'm about to peel some ginger and add that to it. So I'm gonna add some ginger in there as well. And then we're gonna blend everything together, and then we'll start cooking the base and start boiling it. It needs to boil. Honestly, I need it to get on the fire like right now, so I think I'm about to season it real quick so it can start boiling. And I'm gonna use a bigger pot because I just have a feeling that this is going to need a bigger pot. I don't want to regret. I don't want to regret not using the right size pot and then having to transfer it and do all that stuff. So it's gonna be annoying. So I'm gonna just dump this in here. Okay. And then I'm about to season the meats. Yes? Huh? It's not lightning, Elle. It's not. It's not. It's not lightning. Alright, y'all. I'm just add whatever spices that you like to spice your food with. Y'all see, y'all know I already cook. I cook with a lot of herbs. So y'all about to see me add a lot of herbs in here. I'm going to be eating a lot of deer. Really? Those deer. Those are. Oh my god. I thought you was being serious. That's so funny. Yes. You know, like, deers are sneaky. Deers are like really sneaky, because I didn't realize that we even had deer in this location, like where I live, because I live like in an urban area. I don't live by a ton of woods or anything like that. So seeing a deer like on the camera was so shocking to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, if I didn't have a fence. So I have a fence, you know, in my backyard. So a deer can absolutely jump over the fence if it wants to, but you know, that's it doing the most, which it does sometimes. It does the most sometimes. But I think that's the only reason why it hasn't come in my yard yet, because I have a fence. But it goes in my neighbor yard all the time, y'all. All the time. It goes in my neighbor's yard. And a deer would eat up your entire garden. So Queenie, I really suggest that you get one of those like fence, like those chicken wire type of fencing or something like that, and put it around your garden, because a deer will eat your entire garden. Like they will eat the entire thing. So I strongly suggest you do something like that, or you're gonna come back and your garden ain't gonna be there anymore. Okay, all right, some ginger. I love cooking with ginger powder. Alright. Some thyme. Let's see. Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. I am cooking some Liberian beans Torbogee. It's called beans Torbogee, and it's made with the small red beans. Some garlic. But yeah, man. Right now, what I'm really fighting are the bunnies. This year, I have a ton of bunnies. I always have a lot of bunnies in the backyard. But for some reason, this year seems like it is a lot. This year. It seems like a lot this year. What the heck was that? Who's listening? It's sounding like Siri is listening to my conversation. Siri, stop listening.
I can't help with that, but you can change it in settings.
Okay, turn off. Stop listening to my conversation. What in the world? Y'all, I have my daughter iPad is on do not disturb, but Siri can still hear my conversation. I think that should be a privacy violation. That's crazy. All right, some complete, my favorite. Okay. I'm actually gonna leave it like this. I'm not gonna stir it. I'm gonna leave it like that and let it cook for about 10 minutes. And then I'm going to add whatever that we're blending to it. Alrighty. All right, so we have it on a fire. Right there, our beans is pretty much done. Beans is pretty much done. Add it good. I'm about to show you guys. It's still a little, it's not hard, but it's just not super soft. So I think I'm gonna add a little bit more water to it. Alrighty. So I'm gonna let the beans, it's still boiling. So let's come finish doing what we're doing here. Okay. Get our blender. Have some garlic. This is definitely a lot, but I love garlic, y'all. I love cooking with garlic. Now, y'all know I still have my habanero and scotch bonnet from last year, harvest season, and I probably still have like 5 more full bags like these. Probably more than 5 bags full of peppers, and I'm about to get more this year. But this year, I'm noticing that I'm growing a lot of buena mulatas, which I'm really excited about. I love buena mulatas. So your torbogee is supposed to be like really, really spicy. Like really, really spicy. This is not a lot of pepper. I'm actually gonna add more, but it's gonna be in the form of pepper powder. I'm gonna use the Cameroon pepper. I'm gonna add some Cameroon pepper to my food, so that's why I'm not using too much of the habaneros, because I'm gonna use the Cameroon pepper. It's my knife. Alrighty. Don't forget to let me know where you guys are watching from in the chat. Okay. Let me know where you're watching from. And let me know what time it is where you're watching from too. What time is it where you're watching from? Because over here it is after 10:30, I think. Is it 10:30 yet? It is late over here. It's time to get rid of this ginger. Yeah. It's a fridge burn or whatever. I need to stop putting my ginger in the fridge. Alrighty. See what y'all saying. In Vancouver, Washington. Oh, wow. Wow, really? How cool is that? 7:30 p.m. Wow. Queenie, so you're on my time zone. Okay. 10:27. Wow. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for hanging out with me, Queenie. I know it's late to you where you're at. Because we on the same time zone. So Vancouver, Washington is about 3 hours away. So that's the same amount of time as California. That's the same time difference as California. I think California is about 3 hours as well behind. Yeah, 3 hours. Oh gosh. There's a lot of bell pepper. This bell pepper was so big. It makes me wonder if they grew it with like Miracle Grow. So let me just let you guys know, when you're growing your food, if you get any of like the Miracle Grow fertilizers or anything like that, it definitely is going to make your food 10 times bigger than normal. And I'm not sure if it's a natural fertilizer. I'm sure it's not if it's making your food 10 times bigger. Because I definitely used Miracle Grow on some of my plants last year, and I did not realize that it was going to be so big. And bigger does not mean better either. So just be mindful of that. But some people actually like Miracle Grow. It's like, what are they putting in there that's making it grow so big? Like, the pepper was so huge. That's why it's good to grow your own food. But sometimes you can't help it, you know? Sometimes you can't help it. You have to go and purchase the ingredients. And guys, if you're watching and you're trying to cook this and you don't know where to get some of the ingredients that we're going to use today, I have linked it below this video, so check it out. I linked the beans. I also linked the soda that we're going to be using. We will be putting some cooking soda, like it's not necessarily baking soda, but it is a cooking soda. It's a soda they cook with. It's a soda bicarbonate. I'll show it to you guys. And I'll be using 2 different types of soda that we will be adding to the food today. So I've linked all of those things. Those are like some of, I guess, the traditional things that needs to be added, and those things that I link below um, for you guys to get. Those are like the main things that make the Torbogee Torbogee. So just so you know, like you're actually going to need to get it. That's what makes it the Torbogee. What the heck? What's going on? What is going on here? Oh gosh. Trying to charge my phone and do all this extra stuff. Hey, hey, hey. Thanks for joining us tonight. Don't forget to let me know where you're watching from, okay? Good night, y'all. Oh, good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Shout out to you. Good night. It is late, so shout out to all of my late nighters. I mean, some of you guys do live in areas that may not be late, so shout out to y'all. Shout out to the morning crew that it may be in the morning if you're watching from parts of Africa or Asia. Good morning. Or if you're watching from the west side of the US, good evening. Hopefully I can close it. Don't worry, y'all. The fun part's about to start. The beans is pretty much ready. So we just need to get the... Yes? Okay, come. You can't sleep because of the storm. It's not even storming. All right, you can lay in a couch. Is Aiden sleeping?
Yes. Oh, no.
He has his light on?
No. I don't know.
Okay, you can lay in a couch. Oh gosh, we let this thing close. No talking. You're supposed to be sleeping. Aiden, you cannot come down here. You have to go to sleep. You have school in the morning. All right, y'all, let's come add this to the pot. All right, y'all, we gotta let this boil for at least 15 to 20 minutes so it can cook. Wow, it doesn't need to boil for like honestly too long because the turkey is smoked, so it's pretty much like half done. So this is the base of my torbogee. So I'm gonna like, this is what I'm gonna season. Make sure I have like the salt content that I need in there. I'm gonna add some water so that it can cook well. Oh my goodness, y'all. You could taste all of the herbs that we added in here. You can taste everything. Alright, I'm gonna let it boil for a while. And then there's some things that we're gonna add to that base that I'm about to go and get. And then I'm actually gonna add some of these beans to the soup. So, ooh, I need to drink something. Ooh. I'm gonna add some of these beans to it so it can cook with it. It can boil together. Okay, the beans is fine. I'll let some of this water dry. All right, let me go get the other ingredients we're gonna season the soup with and put some things away. Thanks for liking the stream, y'all. Please continue to let me know where you're watching from. Also, have you had torbogee or beans torbogee, or have you had Liberian food, period? Alrighty. Let's come and add some of the things I'm gonna add, and then we're gonna wash the dishes and wait for everything to cook. I'm gonna add some Sazon in here. We're gonna add some suya seasoning. I should add the link to this. That's the only thing I didn't add, but this is not necessary. This is just additional spices, African spices that I like to add in my food when I'm cooking. It's not salty at all. It's like just a bunch of different African spices, like different herbs and things like that. And then y'all know my favorite, the country onions. I love cooking with country onions, which is another herb. They're like the super small onions. It adds a lot of flavor to the food. When I'm done, I'll probably add the link for these too, because it's not easy to get if you're shopping like in a regular American grocery store. You have to go to like the African or international store. And sometimes like the regular international stores don't have them. You literally have to go to an African store. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I appreciate you. Please don't forget to like the stream. We're gonna add some shrimp. So this is shrimp powder. If you're allergic to seafood, of course you're not gonna add this. If not, absolutely use this. Is a great seasoning. This is grinded or grounded shrimp or crawfish. Shrimp and crawfish. You can never add too much. Then I'm gonna add a little bit of Goya, the Noor, chicken Noor, the chicken bouillon. Now finally, I'm gonna add, this is my Cameroon pepper. This is what it looks like. Okay, it's very spicy. So be mindful of that. Cameroon pepper is very, very spicy. But you want your beans Torbogee to be spicy, okay? You want it to be real spicy. To me, if it's not spicy, I can't eat it. Especially Torbogee. Torbogee has to be like really spicy. If you're cooking Liberian food, your food gonna be super spicy. But especially Torbogee. Alright, now we can proceed to let this cook. I'm actually gonna add, that tastes good. So I have some dry fish. This is the dry kuta. This fish is called kuta or barracuda. This is a barracuda, the dried one. Add some of that in there. I cannot wait to eat this. Get a little bit more. Torbogee like really is really good when you add like a lot of or dried or smoked proteins in it. It's so good. Like the smoked and dried fish or meat and stuff like that just add like an extra flavor to it. Hey y'all, thanks for joining me tonight. Please don't forget to like the stream and let me know where you're watching from and what time is it, okay? I'm gonna add a little bit more fish. So this is what how it came, the barracuda. Why is it blurry? I need a cleaner screen. It's not focusing. But anyway, this is what it looks like, y'all. Now I'm just gonna break it off. I'm gonna keep the other half for when I make something else, because this fish is also very expensive. Just like the snails, the smoked barracuda is very expensive. Very expensive. But they did say it's a dangerous fish to catch. I hope you guys can hear me. I had to log out and log back in because my phone is acting weird. What did it say? My phone is acting weird, like it's overheated or something. So if some of you guys join me back, thanks for coming back. Thanks for coming back. All right, y'all. So this is what we're about to do. We are about to mash up some of the beans, okay? All right. Welcome back. Let me know if you guys can hear me or see me in the chat, because my phone is acting weird because it's really hot in the kitchen and it's trying to like getting overheated. So please let me know if y'all can hear me or see me and all of the things. Okay, we are about to mash up some of the beans. So the beans has boiled. We're cooking our protein. We already made our base. So now we're just gonna mash up some of the beans to make the soup like thicker. Okay. So I'm gonna mash up this amount, and then the rest of it, I'm gonna add it to the soup that's cooking. We want the, oh good, thanks for letting me know. Um, we want the beans to still be whole inside of the soup, but we want the soup to be a little thick, so that's why we're gonna mash some of it up. So now I'm about to just go ahead and add the rest of this beans to the soup, the base that's cooking over here. We're gonna add the rest of the beans. Okay. Okay. So it tastes good. Let's come and mash up the other beans here. We're gonna mash it up and add it later after, because we're gonna let some of this water in the pot dry with the torbogee. We don't want it to have that much liquid, so we're gonna let it dry a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the Cameroon pepper to it because it's spicy, but it's not spicy enough for me. I need to be more spicy. All right. I'm gonna be using this to mash it up, but you can actually use like a cup. You can use like a glass cup or a glass bottle, anything that you got your hands on. I'm using this for now, but I don't know how well it's doing because it's not so sweet. It ain't so easy to mash it up. So I think I'm about to go get my, ooh, I should have put it in my, I should have put it in here and beat it with my mortar and my mortar pencil. Ooh, excuse me. Ooh, I had to step away and sneeze. This the Cameroon pepper got me sneezing, y'all. Ooh, child. All right, I think it's spicy enough, y'all. I'm over here trying to pepper myself. I think it's spicy enough. Dang, it's getting late. It's definitely getting late. I understand some of you guys gotta go to bed, get ready for work tomorrow. We started cooking late today. Very late, actually. All right, y'all. I think I'm about to use. Actually, I think I'm about to use this. I'm about to use this. Yes. Ah, this is so much better. So much better. So mashing up the beans is just really to thicken the soup. Just to thicken it up. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. But if you want your bean soup to be a little thicker, absolutely do this. All right, I think this is good enough. It doesn't need to be like all extra. You don't need to like put it in a blender or anything like that. You want it to be like chunky. You can put it in a blender, but you don't have to. All right. I think I've put my back into it enough. Okay. Now it is time for us to prep the soda. One of the soda that we will be adding. So when you're cooking this in the Liberian household, there are two sodas that you're going to be using for your torbogee. One is the Liberian country soda. It's called a Liberian country soda, and it looks like rocks, but this is like literally the soda that they make. This is it unrefined. This is like literally the like soda from scratch. The other ones is like it's been through a lot of things for them to get it white and fine and all that extra stuff, but this is like 100% natural. Okay, so this is what we'll be using. This is one of the soda, so we add two different type of soda inside of the torbogee. I do have this linked in on the video as well. If you don't know where to get it from or what it looked like, there's a Liberian vendor on Etsy that sells this, so you can know you're getting the right thing. But you see it, it literally looks like chopped up rocks. That's what it looks like. So we're gonna add that in the bowl, and we're gonna add some water to it and let it dissolve in the water. And at the end of our cooking, we are going to add it in the soup. And just be mindful, the more you add, the more, I can't explain what it makes the torbogee taste like, but that's what gives it the torbogee, that's what makes it torbogee, you know? That's what gives it like that torbogee taste. So we're going to add some, I'm gonna add some like water in here and let it sit, and then it's gonna dissolve in there. You do, that's why you said that. All right, so let's go ahead and add some water. So let's see. So it's just a little bit of water. Let it sit in there and it's gonna dissolve. And then one second. Let's see. Oh, this is the first time I'm putting this on. Alrighty. So the next soda is this one right here. It doesn't have to be this brand. It could be any brand, but you want it to be the, what is it, bicarbonate of soda. You want to make sure it's the bicarbonate of soda. Okay? It doesn't matter what brand. Just make sure it says these words. Okay? So these two things are going to be added literally at the end of the cooking, as well as this. So this here looks like palm oil, but this is Torbogee oil, and Torbogee oil is made with palm oil mixed with the soda that you see that we're going to add inside of the soup. So this is like a fermented palm oil. All right. And then they added some Torbogee, some of the soda, which is called Torbogee soda, but I already given you guys the scientific names, I guess, the bicarbonate of soda, and then this is the Liberian country Torbogee soda. And those things are added in the palm oil and it is fermented. So those are the things that really makes the Torbogee. Otherwise, you're just cooking beans soup. If you don't add any of this, you're not making Torbogee. You're making bean soup. Okay? So these things needs to be added if you're going to be cooking some Torbogee. If you are going to call it Torbogee, you have to add these ingredients. These are the main ingredients to make it. Otherwise, you're just cooking bean soup, okay? So I just wanted to show you guys that. And then while this melts and do its thing, I'm about to add the crabs so it can cook, and then we're gonna wash the dishes. After we wash the dishes, then the soup should pretty much be done. All right, y'all know we got some crabs. We're gonna add them in there. Ooh. Yeah, this is about to be done. I just want to make sure the meats boil really well. The water doesn't have to be dried out of it like completely, but you definitely, how did this sneak in here? What the heck? This tastes so good. But yes, y'all, that's pretty much what I'm saying. If you don't add those things I just showed you, you're just cooking bean soup, which you could totally eat your beans like this, but you'll be eating bean soup, not Liberian Torbogee. And we do cook our bean soup like this as well. Like if we just want to eat bean soup without adding everything I just mentioned to you guys, then, you know, we definitely will cook some beans and eat it with some rice. And by the way, you'll be eating this with rice, some white rice, brown rice, any kind of rice, or you could get a little healthier and, you know, what is that, cauliflower rice or whatever. But this goes on rice. And you'll not be catching me putting it on cauliflower rice. So let's let this do its thing. Let me wash the dishes. And then we will be finishing the process. But it's literally at the end. Y'all see how it's like dissolving in the water? The soda. It's dissolving. Alright. Let's come wash the dishes. We don't have a lot of dishes to wash, so but let's just get rid of it so that we don't have a lot to do afterwards. Okay. Hey y'all. I know I haven't shown my face this entire time. I haven't shown my face this entire time because I've been trying to just hurry up, get her done, and all of the things. But how are you guys doing? Happy, is this still Sunday? Oh, it's not 12 yet. Woo! It's not 12 yet, so I guess it's still happy Sunday. And it's still happy Sunday for a lot of you guys that live on the West Coast as well. And happy Monday to some of you guys that live overseas. Thanks for hanging out with me today and cooking one of my favorite Liberian foods, some delicious beans torbogee. I can't wait to show you guys how I make the regular torbogee, which is made with the bitter ball that we grew in the garden. And I'm growing a ton of bitter ball this year. A ton. Like a ton. A ton of bitter ball. How are you guys doing? Where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. Are you guys growing anything this year? Let me know what you're growing. I want to know. Queenie, I am really excited about your garden. I cannot wait to see. Please make sure you join the garden group on Facebook so you can show us pictures. And I want y'all to show me pictures of your garden like right now. Even though some of you guys may not be harvesting, and that's fine. I want to see what it looks like before fall. You know, before the beginning of fall, because, you know, that's when a lot of people harvest. It's in the beginning of fall. So I want to be able to see some of y'all gardening before harvest time. So please go ahead and show me. Okay? Let's see the before, and then we can see the after when everything looks good. Let's see the before and now. They don't all have to be looking good like right away. That's fine. That's fine if like, you know, it still looks a little empty. That's fine. That's fine. That's how it's supposed to look. Because then when it fills up, you want to be able to see like, and I hope like some of you guys that garden, I hope y'all take a lot of pictures of your progress. Just take pictures. Like, you are going to really appreciate taking those pictures and seeing it like the following year or when time passed by, just to see like how far you've come in your journey. Especially, you know, every year you're going to get better with what you're growing, and just seeing that progress is, you know, quite amazing. Okay. Make sure you guys are taking pictures, videos. Whenever I look at like whenever I look at like my old pictures and videos from like when I first started gardening, it's just I'm just be like, wow, I was in them trenches. I still am in the trenches though. I still am in the trenches, but I was really in them trenches, y'all. Really, really, really in them trenches, like for real. In them trenches, honey. Just making it work with what I had. And I still am. It's definitely better. It has gotten better, but you know, it could definitely be much more better. Oh, I don't know. It's supposed to rain like the next few days, but I feel like it's like fake rain, like fake thunderstorm. Just gonna be making a bunch of noise with no rain at all. But I'm going to be, if in the morning, if it's not raining in the morning, I'm gonna go transplant the rest of the things that I need to transplant, and then I might go live. You know, like I've been going live in the morning, transplanting and stuff like that. You guys can join me if you like, or if you're at work and you just want to watch something relaxing, y'all can tune in to me in the garden and listen to the birds, and hopefully it helps, you know, your morning, because whew, it's like going back to work like on a Monday. First of all, I can't believe it's already about to be Monday, because I really feel like Friday was yesterday. But my goodness, the time be going so fast, y'all. Like so fast. It feel like it was just Friday yesterday. I don't know why the time is going so fast. Like, and whenever like the time is going fast like this, it gives me such anxiety. Because it's like, whoa. I be feeling like there's just so much I need to do that I haven't done yet. And I'm like, and then the time is just like moving so fast. It's really scary how fast time moves, especially when you're getting older. Like, damn, time flies by like quickly. Like really, really, really quickly. That bean smells good. I'm so happy I'm like, I cooked. Even though it was late, I'm happy that I came on live with y'all, because I'm trying to be, you know, consistent with coming live every Sunday. I don't want to miss days unless like it's absolutely necessary. So even if it's like super late, I'm still gonna try to come live. And for those of you guys that join me, we'll hang out. And then for some of you guys that will watch the replay, thanks for watching the replay. So I'm gonna make sure that I try to be here every Sunday. It's just that like narrowing down like the exact time. Typically I like to go live between 6 and 8. That's just like the tough part, because there's always so much going on, especially on Sundays. Going to church, you got all these things preparing for the week, especially when you got kids. You got to be preparing for school and, you know, all of those things. I smell the beans. I'm about to go open that pot so that so the water can start to dry a little bit. I am so happy I changed the pot that I was cooking in, because I can't believe I was trying to cook in this small pot. I don't know why I always do that to myself, and then I end up changing the pot mid-cooking. Alrighty. We're all done. Now we can come and check on our soup. Check on the soup. Oh, we're all done, y'all. I don't have to worry about no dishes when I'm done. Thanks for hanging out with me and washing the dishes with me. Thanks for liking the stream, y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope y'all been subscribing. We're almost at 10K, y'all. And please be mindful, y'all, because it can absolutely stick at the bottom. So please be mindful of that. All right, let's go ahead and add our mashed up beans. And let's let it melt into the pot. Do you see my beans? Burn a little bit. It's almost there. Just make sure you stir in the mashed up beans very well so that it can basically melt in the pot and mix very well. This is the reason why I wouldn't add like fresh fish in here, because all this stirring is going to break up the fish and you're going to have bones and all that stuff. You don't want none of that. None of those problems. None of those problems. is good. I'm gonna add a little bit more shrimp powder in here. But y'all see the thickness? This is perfect. It's like the perfect thickness. If y'all wanted to get a little thicker, just continue to boil it. As it dries, it's gonna get thicker. But this is like the perfect thickness. Ooh, it's so good and spicy. No, it's not gumbo. We're making Liberian Torbogee. Liberian beans Torbogee. Every time I come on here to cook, people always think I'm making gumbo. It's so funny because they see the crabs. I'm going to be putting some more dried shrimp and crawfish powder. This is dried shrimp and crawfish powder. I cook with a lot of seafood, especially crabs and dried shrimp and crawfish and stuff. So I think people always think that I'm making some type of southern food. Thank you. But I guess our foods are very similar, you know, foods from the South and some parts of Africa. Or we'll probably cook similarly with some of the ingredients that we use in our foods. But yeah, I cook with a lot of crabs and seafood, period. Liberia is on the coast of West Africa by the Atlantic. It's surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean. So we eat a lot of seafood. We have a lot of seafood in our meals. All right, so we're going to put our Torbogee oil in there. So Torbogee oil is palm oil that's mixed with it's palm oil that's mixed with the Torbogee soda, and it's fermented. It's fermented palm oil. So we're just gonna let the Torbogee oil, you know, boil in here for a little bit with it. You don't have to add this much Torbogee oil. It's really up to you. Add as much or as little as you want. Because when we add the soda that we're about to add in here, it pretty much cuts the oil. I can explain it, but it cuts it. You know what soda does to oil, to grease, right? Soda definitely gets rid of grease. So that's pretty much what the soda is definitely going to do to this. But it also add like the unique Liberian Torbogee taste to the soup. So I'm going to let it boil with the oil for a little bit, and then we're going to add the soda. Already tasting like Torbogee. Already tasting good. We're gonna let it boil for like, you know, just a couple of minutes. Let the oil get all up in there. Don't forget, you have to stir it occasionally just to make sure it does not stick to the bottom. It doesn't burn at the bottom. You just want to make sure you're stirring it occasionally as it cooks. Hey, did they do their UFC fight at the White House? Cause remember they had to stop it because of the thunderstorm. Hey, don't forget to recycle. Alrighty. Alright, I think it's good. The soup is pretty much done. We're just now about to add the soda in here. All right, y'all, the soup is pretty much done. So now it's just time to like add the soda. So at this point, you could turn the soup off. So it's not like, still cooking, because when it continues to cook under fire and you add the soda is going to basically not explode, but it foams up. So you're about to see that the soup is about to foam up, and the more you have the heat on there, the more it's going to foam. I can't explain it, but you're about to see what I'm talking about. All right, I'm gonna open up this one so that we can add it as well. All right, so I turned it off. So I turned it off. Now we're going to add the soda. You just want to go and make sure it is very um, is very dissolved. Just make sure it's dissolved very well. And now we're gonna pour it everywhere. So you're gonna stir it up. You're about to see it like start to foam. That's because we added soda in there. This is the original soda. See how it's foaming? If you keep the stove on, it's gonna keep foaming until it boils over, and you don't want that to happen. But this is what makes this the Torbogee, is by adding the soda and adding the Torbogee oil. I know this look crazy, but trust me, it tastes good. Okay. So now that we've added that, we're gonna add about half a teaspoon of the Cabernet. I'm sorry, the bicarbonate of soda. You put like a teaspoon, or even like, yeah, a half a teaspoon, or a whole spoon. You can never go wrong. Just remember, the more you add, the more of like, I'll say Torbogee it would be, and also you could possibly go to the bathroom. Alrighty, and we're just gonna stir it in very nicely in the soup, and then we're gonna let it like settle down before we eat it, because the soda is still activating inside of the soup. Also, you can use either or of the soda. If you don't have one, but you have the other, that's totally fine. But in Liberia, this is just how we make it. So I want to stay true to the recipe and keep it very authentic, like how we would cook it in Liberia. But if you don't have, let's say if you don't have the country soda, you can use the bicarbonate soda. Or if you have the country soda, you can use it with baking soda. But just baking soda is very refined, so it's not going to give you like that authentic Liberian taste because baking soda has already been through a bunch of refinery. And that's how you make Liberian beans Torbogee, y'all. I'm gonna let it settle down for a few minutes, and then we're gonna put it on some rice. Alrighty, it's settling. Let me wash my hands. Then we're gonna put it on some rice. It's gonna settle all the way down where you don't see any of like traces of the soda. It's still hot, so the soda is still gonna be activating in it, but it's totally fine. All right, y'all. So we have some rice. This is parboiled rice here, but you can use fried rice. You can use any kind of rice. You're just gonna put the beans on top. Okay. Go ahead. And I got give me some crabs. What else I want? Ooh. goodness, some snail and some neck bone. Okay. This is the Liberian beans Torbogee with rice. I'll taste it on here with y'all. Alright, I'm gonna cover this up and let it cool down before we put it away. Alright. Alrighty. Let's come try it on camera. Alrighty, y'all. My people, y'all let's eat, oh. Y'all let's eat. And like Barry would say, my people, y'all let's eat. When we're about to eat, we're inviting you to what we just made. We made some beans rice, some sweet Liberian beans Torbogee and rice. Come and eat with me, okay? That's what it tastes like. I can't wait to eat my crab. I'm not gonna eat all of this, by the way. It's a lot for this time of the night. So I'm not gonna eat all of it, but I'm just gonna, mix it in the rice, mix it very well. I like a lot of soup. I like a lot of beans soup in my rice. I like it to be like really soaked. I want it to be drenched in there. That's how I like it. All right. Say ah. Let's eat, oh, my people. Let's see. Perfect. This is so good. And it's so comforting. It's easy to get carried away and eat a lot of it. But beans are just really filling. Beans is high in protein. Proteins are filling. So you will want to eat a lot, but you're not going to be able to because you're just going to be so full. So this is perfect if you're on a diet to eat in small portions the way I need to. This is so good, y'all. This is so good. Put some more sauce on that rice. I do have a lot of sauce on there. I have a lot of sauce. Look at this. Y'all, if you're going to cook this, follow the recipe to a T. You are not going to regret it. All right, y'all. It's spicy, and I need to get something to drink. Anyway, that's how you make a Liberian. That's how you make the Liberian beans Torbogee and rice. Okay, yummy. It's one of my favorite soup from Liberia. I like everything Torbogee. Anything that has the word Torbogee in it, I want it. It's one of my favorite foods. Also, it's actually very healthy, y'all. Like, even when using the I have to keep saying scientific name for y'all, but we just call it Torbogee soda in Liberia. But the soda that we added at the end is very important for you to add that if you want that authentic Liberian taste to the beans Torbogee. And also the Torbogee oil is very, very important to add that. I've linked all of that stuff below this live. So check it out if you're interested and you can't find it in the stores near you. I've linked like the main ingredients for it to taste like Torbogee. I've linked it on this video, so check it out. But yeah, we're all done, and I'm gonna catch you guys later. It's really late. Some of you guys have been up with me super late. Thank you so much, Queenie, for hanging out with me and chatting with me in the comments. And I'll catch you guys later. If you have not seen the video I dropped today, I pretty much share all of the veggies that you could actually grow in June. And I'm talking about veggies that you could direct sow. You don't have to start it from seeds, indoors or anything. You can actually direct sow it, and you're still going to get a pretty good harvest. And these are fruits and vegetables. So absolutely check it out. I give a lot of tips and all of the things. But I will catch y'all later. I need to drink some water because it's hot. And yeah, have a wonderful Sunday, okay? Don't forget, Vigo Garden is having a Father's Day sale this week. Check it out. Use my discount code MYN10 and get you some garden goodies and give something to a father that is special in your life, okay? Alrighty, y'all. Let me know in the comments if you're going to try this recipe. And if you enjoyed the video, please continue to like, subscribe, do all of the things. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all later. Remember, you're exactly where you're meant to be in this moment. Happy gardening, happy cooking, and happy life. Happy new week. And happy Sunday. We're still in Sunday. It's almost over, but we're still in Sunday. And I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Bye, y'all. I cannot wait to sit down and eat. Alrighty. Let's see. Did I just see a comment?